Hello, everyone, and we are back with our amazing person here, Miss Diliana Radulova, and another interesting topic to get ahead with. I am Uzma Sayed, your host for Alif Tech Talk series, and without any further ado, we'll get started again. So, Diliana, the topic for now is a guide for partners, a very important topic indeed, discovering Microsoft top tier resources. What are
Yeah,
your thoughts?
another great question because when I started working for Microsoft, my head was completely blown away how much resources are out there because in a previous life I worked for a number of different partners. So at that point I was used to making my own slide decks, making my own documents, making my own branding material. Everything was made from scratch. And then suddenly I joined that organization and you have departments working with you and creating all of that amazing material. So what I would really want to do today is just do a very quick guide where people can find things because there is since I started working for Microsoft, I probably haven't done even one presentation from scratch because there is so much out there that you can piggyback on. So just to list a few that hopefully will save time and effort for our audience. We'll start with a few that are very partners, exclusively partner specific, and then we'll talk a few that are available to everyone. So the first and probably the most important one to mention is what we call CDX. CDX stands for Microsoft Customer Digital Experience. It's a platform that Microsoft have put together. It's a portfolio of a huge amount of resources. It's got sales plays, it's got a click through guide. So you open a page and you just click, it tells you where to click and it does the demo for you. It's pre configured. It has a lot of tenants and environments that are already pre configured for different industries, which means that if you get asked to do a demo, and we all get that asked that and we hate it, can you do a demo tomorrow? So for all of those last minute requests, it's absolutely amazing because it has pre-configured environments for all of the different Microsoft products. You can just click and go. It has a lot of presentations that go with them, so the PowerPoint slides. It's an amazing resource. So I strongly encourage everyone to have a look. The environments that are pre-configured are locked away, which means you don't have access to go and change them for your customer. So again, it got its benefits, but it also got its drawbacks. If you're working with you have been working with a customer for 2 months doing discoveries and you want something very specific, then probably the best thing to do is to go do your own demo because there will be the expectation that it's tailored to the conversations you have had. But if you get a last minute request, you don't know much about the customer and they just want to see the art of the possible, all of those requests are amazingly fast dealt with CDX environments. So again, hopefully you're getting the vibe, but I cannot recommend it enough. And again, even if you want to get some ideas from it, you can get the PowerPoint and you can tailor it. So again, you don't have to start from scratch. The next one I want to talk about is the Partner Center. So partners are probably familiar with it, but that's and again we'll ping the link. I'll ping the links to all of those so we can put them in the video as well. The Partner Center is where you as a partner can um, manage your billing, your invoices, you can buy licenses, you can record your co-sell opportunities with Microsoft, all of those you can manage in a single place. Then the next one that I think is useful for people to be aware of is Dynamics 365 Partner Platform. So that one, again, it's kind of similar to CDX. It has a lot of solution plays, which are guided scripts that help you and guide you through how you can talk to customers, start conversations on specific topics. Again, they're industry aligned, so they can help with tailoring the conversation to different verticals. It has a lot on different programs, so that can be useful to customers. Things like Catalyst, Fast Track, and many others. It got a lot of resources on those. It has a lot of case studies. We've all been asked to provide a reference or a case study. Again, loads of those on the platform. It has webinars, offers, different blogs that are written. So amazing, amazing resource for people to be aware of. And then last but not least, we have customers.microsoft.com. Probably people have been on that one, but it's where we publish all of our existing references. Um, so again, if you're asked for a case study about a case study on a specific product, you can filter by region, country, product, and you can see how other companies are using the specific product. So amazing in terms of reference points. So yeah, those were the ones that I wanted to talk about from a partner specific point of view. Training, really important, and there is so much on training as well. We have the learn paths, so we probably have all been on different learn paths. Microsoft have published a lot. It's a platform that has a lot of modules on any Microsoft product in the portfolio you can think about. Even today, I saw a new one popping up. We have added it on how to use Copilot in the Power Platform world to create solutions. So Copilot is something super new, and there is already a module on it. So it's something that's kept very up to date. So definitely recommend that. Certifications, super important resource from a training perspective. It's it's really important for all of us to keep up to date, and certifications is the way to evidence and prove that success record. And then last but not least, it's something that not too many people seem to be aware of, but there is a whole department in Microsoft that deals with training. So we have some people put aside that can help you as a partner and customers as end users with that training and getting up to speed. So yeah, that's their job. They do that day in and day out. So the best advice I have is get in touch with your regional Microsoft representative and just ask them to put you in touch with those people, because once you have the network, then it's much easier. Um, but yeah, just speak to your Microsoft regional lead, and I think they'll be able to point you in the right direction of the right people. Resources. Probably the other thing to say is events. I think events is an amazing resource that's available to everybody. It's not just partner specific. I think everybody should be going to some events, because the community around the Microsoft portfolio is just amazing. It's so supportive. So there are a lot of free community events that you can go to. I live in Glasgow, so Scotland and UK are the ones that I'm most familiar with. So my favorite ones in in that space are the Scottish Summit, happening in Glasgow usually. Next year is in Aberdeen. We are taking it a bit north, and we have the South Coast Summit. But there are loads of events happening across the globe. I know our audience will be spread around. So just have a look at the events and the user groups happening where you are. Um, so that's the community events. Another thing that I think partners should be thinking about, joint events with Microsoft. There is a huge push internally for Microsoft to be helping partners as much as possible. So we want to be helping, we want to be running those events. So if there is a partner out there that wants to be involved, definitely get in touch again. It's a bit different between countries, but get in touch with your regional Microsoft representative, I'm sure they'll be in the UK. We are always happy to support partners if they want to run an event. We're happy to go and do a keynote or a closing session. We're happy to support it in any way we can. So always a good idea to get Microsoft support in running events jointly. And on the community aspect, one of the best things, the most useful things I have learned is don't underestimate social media as a resource, because that's probably where I get most of my keeping up to date with facts. So it takes a bit of effort to make sure you follow the right people initially and build your network. But once you do, just 10 minutes scrolling through your LinkedIn or X or Twitter or whatever we call it these days, um, get you all of the new things that have happened, so you don't have to spend 3 hours to go and look for it yourself, because you have an amazing community um, researching that for you and helping you learn and keep up to date. So definitely something I would highly recommend as a resource.
All right,
Hopefully that
Juliana.
makes a bit of
Yeah,
sense.
it does. It does actually. You pretty much explained a lot of things and covered everything, I believe. You mentioned keeping up to date and being up to date with social media platforms. Any specific people you would like to recommend? And would you definitely recommend Alif?
I definitely recommend Alif. And I think it's difficult because, again, it depends what space you are in. For Dynamics marketing, there are different people talking about different things. If you're into Power Automate, you wouldn't follow the same people that if you want to know more about Dynamics marketing. So again, we can put a list and we can add it to the resources for some of my favorite people to follow in the Dynamics 365 marketing space. But again, the best advice is take a bit of time and follow the people that you like how they speak about the product, because different people have different voices. So some people are very formal and very factual. There are other people who like a bit more of a opinion, controversial opinions. So it just depends what style you like to be reading in your newsfeed.
Right.
For myself, I know that if it's just all factual and there is nothing personal in terms of opinion, I just get bored. So I like a bit more of a controversy and a bit more of a twist.
Okay. Thank you so much, Juliana. I think we're pretty much done with this particular topic, and we'll be soon moving on to our next topic. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.